number 305, Belleville Nationals comes to the green flag. We're underway. Field going to start to come up to speed down the front straightaway and off into turns 1 and 2. 3 wide with Gastineau now 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Jeremy Hewish looking to the inside of Workmeister. Now Danley's going to take the lead down the back straightaway. On the top side, the 14 prevailing on the rip and lip. Here comes the 14. Joey Danley leads lap number 1.
Drag race down to the line for that second spot. Give it to Kobe Workmeister for the moment. Meanwhile, Jeremy Hewish around that outside line. He'll pull ahead of Workmeister as they exit turn number 2. Meanwhile, Jeremy Campbell gonna keep lead.
They're still going at it for that third spot.
Gastineau trying to get the 2-for-1 deals. He's trying to overtake Jeremy Campbell. He will do so down the back straightaway. Triple threat match for position number 4. Gastineau's got the spot. Jones trying to take it back off of turn number 4. Great run there as Gastineau keeps Jones and Campbell at bay. He'll go after Workmeister.
Great battle for 4th. Here comes Gastineau ripping the lip. Jones gets a run off the diamond of the corner. He'll go to the inside of Gastineau. Side by side. Gastineau squeezes Jones to the inside. Jones will slide him up the banking, crossover with Gastineau back to the inside, side by side. Great battle for 4th. Meanwhile, Workmeister keeps that 3rd position. Hewish in 2nd. Danley has caught the longest line of the field as lap traffic now becoming a factor here early in this one.
You gotta be careful here. 30 laps. It's a long distance for a sprint car race around here. As Stanley gets held up by the lap car, you gotta wonder how much is attrition gonna play into this. As Stanley catches the tail tank of Michelob Phelps, he'll get to the low side and he'll slide him. So now 1 back marker between your leader and 2nd place, but Jeremy Hewish is making up a ton of ground on your race leader. Here comes the points leader after Daly. It's Hewish just about up against the guardrail. He caught it for a moment, and now he'll cut down to get around the lap car of Phelps. Close call for Jeremy Hewish.
Oh, you gotta love it, Belleville. They're banging the boards, ripping the bottom berm. He'll start to lose some position down the back straightaway. Hewish ripping the lip. Higher entry into 3 and 4 than any other car on the track. 3 wide through the flag stand for position. Back into 3 and 4. Hewish starting to get run down by the 9 of Kyle Jones. Meanwhile, Danley slides Freeman out that. That's the lap car. Danley trying to put as many cars in between himself and Hewish, but here comes Jeremy Hewish right there to the tail tank out of 3 and 4.
Oh, Danley forced out to the low side to get around Chad Cook, and now that lap car right in Hewish's line of fire. Jeremy's got to get off the bottom line. Here comes Hewish to the low side. Through 1 and 2, can't make the pass. Joey Danley will maintain the lead. Now Kyle Jones going to close in on Hewish as they head into turn 3. Side by side battle. Here comes the Texan. Slider from Kyle Jones, he'll take the spot. Hewish can't quite get it at the line.
Last night's top 5 finisher, Trevor Service, now going to go a lap down. Here comes a big charge to the inside. Kyle Jones to 2nd. He gets around Hewish. Back to the inside. Hewish going to throw the slider in the 3 and 4. Side by side. Hewish couldn't clear up. Here comes the run on the high side by the 9. Kyle Jones up to 2nd. Meanwhile, Stu Snyder going a lap down by the 14 of Joey Danley.
Yeah, Snyder made Danley work for it as now we are about 12 laps, soon to be 11 laps to go here in the Belleville 305 Nationals. It's been clean and green, no caffeine. Joey Danley
straightaway with the charge. He'll look to the inside of the 9 of Kyle Jones. Meanwhile, Jordan Knight almost got into the front end of Joey Danley. Here comes another run from the 2nd place cars as Kyle Jones has caught 2 car lanes in between himself and Danley out of turn number 2.
Jones has got the run up at turn number 2. Lap traffic played melee to the top 4 last night here. Could it happen again? That dirty air now affecting the leaders as Danley still cannot get around Jordan Knight. He'll go to the middle lane. He slides Jordan Knight. Danley, only a brief moment. Now he's got 1 lap car between your leader and 2nd place. Now trying to put Lee Ghost Jr. down a lap. Now Jones with the slider. Good run for the Texan. He's still in hot pursuit of your leader.
Still in the mix of this one. Here comes Kyle Jones. He has still got a shot at it. Danley still bobbling around on the exit of the corners. 5 more trips around. Hewish will thread the needle between Thomas and Jordan Knight down the back straightaway. Danley has got some clean air now between himself and the rest of lap traffic. Down in a 1 and 2. Danley now with at least 2 car lengths between himself and the Kinderdale, Texas native of Kyle Jones. That John Webster machine ripping the lip really good tonight. Hewish right there in 3rd with Gastineau. Kobe Workmeister, your top 5 laps running down for the 14 of Joey Danley.
And now no lap traffic between the top three as they continue to run the high side here on the high base. Joey Danley started on the outside of the front row. A Cornhusker native, has never won the Belleville 305 Nationals. Danley, a former Eagle Raceway track champion, a little bigger beast than what he's accustomed to back home in Nebraska, and now he has got a challenge. Kyle Jones trying to wear him down. White flag will be coming out next time by. One of these drivers is going to walk out of here the Belleville 305 Nationals champion. Who will it be next time?
Danley almost got the right rear tire on the wall. Kyle Jones has got to run. Final trip around the high banks. Kyle Jones a half a lane higher in a 1 and 2, within a half a car length, a quarter of a car length out of turn number 2. Jones has got the run. He'll go to the inside. Challenge for the lead. For all the marbles. For $7,000. Here's the slider. The crossover. Photo finish. It's Jones. Joey Danley. Joey Danley will win it by 0.02 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, the 9 car coming into victory lane. It's going to be Kyle Jones who win it tonight. Jones, who won it tonight. Live timing and scoring was off on the My Race Pass app. The scoreboard down here had the 9. Kyle Jones, man, you got it done finally. Talk about that run you finally built up there in the final laps. You went down to the inside in a 3 and 4, and that was all she wrote.
Man, we had a great car. Joe gave me a great car now 2 years in a row. It's a testament to Joe and John, what they've got behind this program. I'm just lucky enough to be behind the wheel. Hell of a run there at the end. I thought he was the leader. He was moving too fast not to be, right. And at the line, I could have sworn he got us because he was so much lower. But I came by and I saw the 9 on the scoreboard, and it was everything I could do to jump out of the seat. Winning this now, passing the scales this year, and is huge. 2 years in a row, having the car we did and having the team we've got. It's amazing, and I'm just blessed for the opportunity.
Talk about the crew down here, everybody that's been turning the wrenches all weekend. Obviously, the car owned and operated by John Webster out of North Platte, Nebraska. It's a lot that goes into making these things turn fast, and you guys have been on top of it all weekend long. There's a lot of people that make this thing go round.
Yeah, it's incredible. Starting 7th like we did, it was just a matter of being patient, like we said in the redraw. Just be patient. The laps come to us. I was hoping to get a caution here or there to budge us back up, but we really didn't need it. We were so fast in 3 and 4 throwing the slider line. It was just perfect. Had a really perfect race car, and Joe just works his tail off for this. John gives us a really good piece to work with. My car owner from the midget side, Corey Joyner's here, and then Buddy Hood, and then everybody a part of this team is just. It makes it all go around, right? Everybody has their part, and everybody does a great job at it, and, it just all came together 2 years in a row.
Growing up as a kid, you knew you wanted to race all the way from, quarter midgets, go-karts, whatever you started in. Did you ever dream, fathom, muster the thought that you would be standing down here in Victory Lane at one of the world's fastest half miles, the Belleville High Banks?
So 9 years ago, I fell in love with this place. I got to run a midget here, and, it was something else. It was really special. I knew right then. My stepdad told me for years. He was like, "You fast, you go to Belleville," and it's a really special place, right? So I knew right then that I'm gonna come back and try to win this thing. And I saw the 305s were racing here, and the schedule kind of worked out last year for us, and I made sure it worked this year just because I was. And it's a pleasure and a blessing to be able to say that I won here.
Kyle Jones will forever be in the history books here at the Belleville High Banks. Let him hear you. Tonight's winner,